Rick and Morty, season 8, episode 7, right? We're on 7. This is 7. Yes, this is 7. Okay, so, this episode is entirely taking a dig at the audience, right? So this episode is Rick, Morty, and Jerry are watching Maximum Velocity, number 9, baby, and it's an action movie, and they're just poking fun of it. You know, they're like, did they seriously just introduce the cast for the 9th time again? Like, they're making like critiques at the movie, and they're like, well, screw this. We're gonna fix all this for the next movie. So they go to Warner Brothers Studios, and there's James Gunn, voiced by actual James Gunn. I know a lot of people, myself included, aren't too happy with James Gunn putting himself everywhere for the Superman, like promotional stuff, like focus more on the actors, not yourself. I completely understand that, and I get it because I have those same criticisms. But goddamn, this is a great thing. I thought this ruled, having James Gunn be in this as like the writer who's against them. So he's been put in charge of the Maximum Velocity franchise for number 10. And they do a good thing where they make fun of himself too. Like Rick's like, are you just keeping all the Batman ideas to yourself? Which is great. James Gunn, they make fun of the inflated budgets, where he's like, look, this thing may take us 5 years and $500 million that's not going to be justified in the slightest. But, you know, like they do that. And then Rick and Morty are supposed to be the unpleased fans, right? The guys who are like, because James Gunn goes on a rant, which I feel like is actual James Gunn, just going like, you all are never happy no matter what happens. Right? That type of thing. It's that whole thing. Nothing is ever going to please you. That whole thing. That's what Rick and Morty is supposed to be. So Rick and Morty steal his script for Maximum Velocity 10, and they use the movie visualizer to make the movie, right? And then they get sucked into the movie, and they experience the movie. They kind of screwed up the movie because they were screwing around with the script at first. So now Jerry has to get them back on track into the movie. Right, because they've messed up the script so bad. There is no third act, so they're stuck in there until the third act's over. When the movie's finished, they are free. So they have to, get a third act going. That is the premise of this. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of meta poking fun at things that I get because of someone who consumes a lot of media, right? Watches a bunch of movies, watches a bunch of TV shows, does writing himself, like... I get a bunch of this stuff, so that is fun. There's Zack Snyder makes an appearance in it as well with James Gunn, when they make fun of the Zack Snyder slow-mo, which is fun. It's actually Zack Snyder as well. So Zack Snyder's whole thing is he's telling James Gunn, he's like, you gotta get ripped like me, bro. This was fun. Like you have like Rick and Morty have taken like the character they hate the most, and they send him to jail because like, haha, that's funny. And then when they actually get there, they need him, so they break him out of jail, and he's now more hardened. Like not a sissy anymore. And Rick's like, wow, this guy's actually pretty cool. Like there's that. Morty takes the role of the antagonist in the movie, where all he does to get the villain's henchmen on his side is to treat them like with kindness, and he's like, no, from now on. We're all gonna be appreciated. There's one henchman called Samantha, and wow, what weird goddamn name. And Samantha's like, I guess I've just been going through a lot since my mom forgot my birthday. And Morty's like, Samantha, it's okay. I'm your mom now. And they call back to this later when Samantha sees Morty. He's like, hello, mother. And Rick's like, I don't know what the hell that is, dude. You deal with that shit. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this, and then they have to have Jerry write them a script because they get like they're about to die, and they're like, Jerry, you need to write us a script so we can get out of here. And what do they give Jerry so he can go crazy giving them a script? Jerry takes 2 Adderall, which Hollywood writers, if you're writing anything nowadays, we need to go back to them being out of their goddamn mind when writing scripts, because that's the problem. The people writing scripts, I mean, bar the fact that they're just untalented hacks, they're not high enough. They're not out of this world enough. You got to be crazy a bit to give us the good. So, see? Jerry started taking some Adderall, and he was writing them back. Fixed the curve and everything, right? That's what you got to do. James Gunn it finds the movie visualizer and tries to steal it. Doesn't end up working. Jerry punches him out, and then it ends with James Gunn stealing the hard drive with the new maximum velocity, and he takes it to the Warner Brothers, and he's like, "We've got the code. We cracked it. This is gonna save Hollywood. It's gonna bring people joy." And they're like, "Thank you, Mr. Gunn. Now give him a Sunday." And James like, "Oh, I love Sundays," and they shoot him. James Gunn dies. Yeah, I like that. So overall, I thought this episode was fun. A lot of fun. I like how we now are more doing the not everyone's in every episode thing. We are just picking a team, and that's our thing, right? Like, because last week was Rick, Morty, Jerry, Summer, and Beth, right? Like, everyone was involved. This one, it's just Rick, Morty, Jerry, and then Summer shows up at the end for the post-credit scene. But like, I like how we're doing this now, and it's a lot more episodic. I like that. The more episodic nature. It's the stuff I liked from season 1 and 2. Yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. So overall, I give it about an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a lot of fun. I really did. The fact they got James Gunn and Zack Snyder themselves to be in it is great. And this is not a coincidence that this episode airs the week Superman's coming out. That's not a coincidence. That was done on purpose. They purposely had this episode come out there with James Gunn in it and Warner Brothers involved. All of it was on purpose. Absolutely on purpose. So yeah, that's what I thought of the episode. What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you all next time.